Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here, and welcome back to the Roblox Trading series. Now today there's something new on my profile that wasn't there in the previous videos, and I kind of want to talk about it before we get into the whole trading part of today's video, because I know some of you guys send me trades, and I want to address this. On my profile you can see it says no trade backs after 15 minutes. I'm sorry, but everyone keeps asking for a trade back after a day or two. And we're gonna find out later in this video what I mean by everyone keeps asking me for a trade back after a day or two. If you don't know what a trade back is, it's basically where you undo a trade. And this is something, I've both given to people and I've received from people. And basically, what's been happening lately is I do these trades and then after a few days, they message me saying they want a trade back. But since I've never said, hey, I don't do it after this amount of time, I kind of just feel bad, so I end up doing it. But, so I put this on my profile so, people know before they trade with me that they have to please think it through, because after 15 minutes, I really can't be. Because as you guys are going to see, I did, I think, 3 different trade backs in the span of, like, 20 trades or less. So, you kind of get my point with, the no trade back thing. I wish I could do a trade back if people really wanted to, but you get my point. But anyway, let's take a look at our completed trades from the past week. And we left off with this trade, which was a trade back for another trade that somebody offered to me in Trade Hangout. But either way, this was, within the span of 15 minutes. So I would have done it either way. But you get my point. And also, just for a little bit of context, it's going to come up a little bit later, so I'll show it now. Before that trade, I also had this trade where I gave JJ for a red bucket of cheer and 2 smalls. And then I ended up doing a trade back a few days later because the person asked me to. This isn't the exact same item. If anything, this is better than the other item. But, I traded it 1v1, so it was fine with me. But anyway, let's get on to the actual trades we've completed and everything. Now, the first trade we completed was with Absorbs. You can see we gave Bubble Trouble and Violet Fang for Viscount of the Federation, as well as a 1.3k small. Now, if we do the math, Bubble Trouble is 24. I think it's 22 now. I don't know if it's 22 or 24, but it has the same map as a lot of 22k items. And then Violet Fang, which, again, has the wrap of a 14k item, but it was 15 at the time, and I think it's still 15. And then we got Viscount, which is 38, and then a 1.3k small. So we got a little bit of an OP, even more now, because these items are probably going to drop soon if they haven't already. But it was a good trade in my books. I like Viscount. I still have this Viscount. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like Viscount. But anyway, we completed the next trade with 7W50. And we gave Hockey Mask, which was 20, I think, at the time. Yeah, it was 20. And Neon Green Beautiful Hair, which was 6. Wow, that rep is really low. Plus 1.3k, plus 371 Robux, so 0.371. So I gave like 27.6, 27.7 for Blizzard Beast mode, which at the time was 28, I believe. Could have been 30. It was 30 back then. And then it dropped to 28. Now it's 26, and it's making me feel sad. Please go back up. I really want to get like 28 off both of them. But anyway, then we have a trade with iSoLegit. This is what I mentioned before. I 1v1 these, so it wasn't any difference for me. And at the time, this was 10. This was actually 9, but this one had more wraps, so I figured why not? And you could see how that would have paid off for me. Then I have this trade right here, which was a mass upgrade and then right back into a mass downgrade. Basically, remember when I said a while ago that, I've given and I've received trade backs? This is what I mean. In the span of like 5 minutes, I asked for a trade back, and, Rolla City was very nice, and he gave me a trade back. And, yeah. Good thing I did anyway, because Blue Steel Bling is actually like 240 now, and all my items combined are like 245, I think, something like that. But anyway, after this trade back, I completed a trade with Glows. This is the trade back I mentioned before. And notice the days. This was the 7th, and this was the 10th. And then I completed a trade with The Dog 15, where I gave Viscount to the Federation, which is 38, for 24 and 24, which is not the case anymore. But at the time, that was a 10k overpay, and it was a very, very good trade. But yeah, as you can see here, Sig Master Luke's Peanut Butter Sparkle Time here, I think it's still 24. And this one is like 22 or even 20 at this point. I don't even know what these two are valued at anymore. But they've both dropped. Either way, I would still take this on Viscount right now. For obvious reasons. This is definitely a win. It's at least 40. But yeah. Then we completed another trade with The Dog 15 where I got 4k wrap for my Legit. And since then, Legit dropped in wrap because it was like 3.2 or something. And then this was about 4k. So it was a little bit of a win. But Legit does get like 4k wrap. But then I completed a trade with Stolen Alex, where I gave 2 noob attacks that are, just random smalls, plus 20 Robux. for Sinister Branches. At the time, I think this was literally like equal, like exact the same. That's why I added 20 Robux. And now you can see Sinister Branches went up quite a bit. So I guess I won 300 Robux now, whatever. Then I completed a trade with less cows. You can see I gave JJ's, which is 42. I gave a 1.9k small, rounding up, and a 1.45, I guess, whatever, k small. So that's like 45.3, 45.4, and I got Dr8 Bulb, and I got 2 of them, which is 24 each. And that is a 2 to 3k win. JJ's does get OPs, like between like 2 to 3k, sometimes 4 to 5 even. I've seen someone get like 47 out of their JJ's in good items. I wasn't surprised when I got this trade completed, and I'm kind of happy I did this trade. And he also told me that he ended up trading JJ's off for like 46 or 47, so I'm happy for him. But anyway, Dr8 Bulb is a very cool item. I like it. So there's that. But then I completed another trade with the dog 15. And this one was actually a trade back for the other trade right here, where I gave Viscount for these items. He actually joined me in game and he asked me if he could do a trade back. And at the time, I was already getting pretty good offers on these items. And I asked him if he could just add a little bit for the trade back, because otherwise, you know, I'd be missing out on profit I would have otherwise had with these items. And he added a legit fedora and I accepted the trade. And after this trade back right here, this is when I actually added to my profile the whole no trade back thing. And then I completed one more trade with the dog 15 where he sent me, you know, 2 smalls on my Sinister Branches. I think this was a little bit less at the time. I think it was like 19 or 1800 wrap for my Sinister Branches, which at the time were close to 1500. So it was a little bit of an overpay. I mean, he was upgrading. No real thing with this trade. I mean, this is probably what you would expect to get anyway from, you know, Sinister Branches, like a 2k in pretty random smalls. But then I completed one more trade, and this was with Nick Smith. And I gave my legit fedora and my lucky clover necklace for golden rope head. Now, he actually sent me some other trades inbound before. One of them I was actually considering taking. I need to find it, though. I think it was this one I declined. Yeah, it was this one. I probably would have accepted this one, and then he sent this one as well. I think this is the one I was actually really going to accept, and I probably should have, because I think this is more than what I got. But after I declined that trade, I decided, you know what, let me try to send this trade, and he decided to accept. And basically, it's 4k on legit. It's pretty much exactly 4k on legit, because this is 611, this is 617, so it's pretty much like 4006 on legit in a way. But that's pretty much everything I completed, you know, off camera and all that. And I have one inbound trade that I want to take a look at, and I want to talk to you guys about this trade because this one's interesting. Now, this is a 7k small, this is 4.6k, and this is 1.4k. Now, this is 13 for 13. I heard that wrap could get you a little bit more than value. Like, this is 6k wrap pretty much exactly. So I could probably get like 7k value out of it. But should I just accept this and get a 13k value item instead of having, you know, 2 wrap smalls that are very low demand? I don't know. This might be worth it. I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments. Should I accept this trade? Let me know. I'm going to keep this one inbound though, and I'll look at the comments after this video goes up and everything. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me head to Rollimon so you guys can see all the items we currently have. But now we're on Rollimons, and you guys can see my total value, which is 245k. Pretty good. I told you guys in the last video, I was hoping to reach 250k for this video, but I haven't reached that yet. But we're getting close to 250,000, which is very nice. We have almost 190k wrap, which is a lot of wrap. And we're number 8,000 out of all Roblox users, which isn't really that amazing, but considering how many people are on it, I guess that's pretty good. And you can see we have 11 items, so we're kind of in a decent situation. I still want to upgrade somewhat, but I think 11 is a decent number to have. But now I'm going to show you guys all my items, and I'm going to tell you guys what I want to do with them. And, you know, again, you can let me know down in the comments what you guys think I should do with any of my items. Now, I'm going to talk about every item individually because we have a little bit of time here because we're not going into Trade Hangout this video. I'm sorry if you guys were looking forward to that. But anyway, let's take a look at each item individually. Now, the first item I'm going to talk about is my Lord of the Magma. Now, I haven't had a single trade inbound on this, I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I've had it for quite a while. You can see I've had it for about 13 days, according to Rollimons. It says 6 days because the whole trade and then trade back thing. And also the same thing with my Formigilosis. I know I'm going a little bit out of order, But I got this 25 days ago, and I've kind of been sitting on it ever since. But anyway, I'm going back on topic to the Lord of the Magma. I haven't gotten any trades inbound on this, and I'm very content with keeping it and just holding on to it for now, because it's one of those items that it's rare enough where it's never really going to drop, so to say. Like, if you take a look at it, and take a look at the wrap charts, you could see that, it rarely ever sells. Like, maybe once every month or two, it decides to sell. And it's been selling pretty good for its wrap. You can see 28k wrap, sold for 34 and then 34.5 recently. And you can see there's only 40 premium copies, and the best price is 36,000. So I don't really see it selling under wrap unless someone sells it for one, which I don't think Rollemons would drop if it sells for one anyway, but there's that. And honestly, I think it's a pretty stable item, and I don't really have any problems with holding on to it as long as I need to. I feel like that's a very safe item to hold on to. Then we have Viscount of the Federation. I would trade this off for about 40k, because you can see the wrap is getting very close to 30,000, and a lot of people have told me if an item hits 30,000 wrap, Rollemons will raise it to 40k. Plus, the item is doing pretty good right now. You could see it sold for 35,000 a few days ago. If you go back here, 34,000. Sold for 20,000 here, but it's whatever. And I think Viscount's just doing fine. I would definitely take a 40k plus trade on it. Then we have my Formidulosis. This is the longest item I've had in my inventory in quite a while. I think I've had it for almost a month, I showed you guys. And I don't really have any plans to get rid of it. I kind of want to hold on to it until it gets to 35,000 again. I've said this before, and I've said it many times. This is an item that just goes to 32, back to 35, down to 32, back to 35, occasionally down to 30, and then back to 35. And, it's just in this low cycle. It happens pretty much every time I record a video. It's always down to 32. I don't know why. And then whenever it's 35, I just can't seem to trade it off. But yeah, I'm just going to sit on it until it hits 35, or I get a 35k offer on it, or, it just happens to be part of a really good trade. And then my Blizzard Beast modes. Now, I have two of these, and you can see it's not doing the best right now. It's valued at 26k, and you saw that I gave like 27 point something for one of them. I am just going to hold on to these until they go to 30. It could take forever. Maybe I'll just give in and trade it off for 26. Who knows? It depends on the offer I get, obviously. But if it goes to 30, I'll trade them both off for 30. I really would not care. And I have so many items in my inventory right now that I don't have a problem with holding onto them if I need to. Because, again, I told you, I'd trade the Viscount off in a heartbeat if I get like a 40k offer, which I'm pretty sure it could pull a 40k offer reasonably fast. Blizzard Beast mode I'm sitting on, and same thing with Formidulosis. Lord of the Magma, even though I'm sitting on it, I would take a 38 plus offer on it. Hockey Mask, to move on to the next item, I would definitely trade this off right now because it's at 24k. If you guys don't know, this actually dropped all the way down to 18k recently, and now it's made its way all the way back up to 24k. And I would trade it off right now if someone gave me 24k on it in decent items. I would not have any complaints about that because this item is very unstable right now. It keeps going up and down and up and down, and it's annoying. And then we have Dr8 Bulb, which I have two of, and it's a pretty good item. It's kind of like Lord of the Magma in the sense that I don't really get offers on this at all, and it only has 100 premium copies, so it's somewhat rare, and I have two of them. But yeah, as you can see, it's even marked as low demand here. And you can see it's a stable item. If we take a look at the value, it's literally been 24k for almost a year now, which I think is kind of cool. It's a very relatively safe item to hold on to. I really would not have any problems, holding on to this for the time being. It's not a big deal to me. But then we have Gold Emperor, Golden Rope Head, and From the Vault doesn't. Now I'm bunching all of these together because I would trade them all off in a heartbeat for, for example, 7k or above I'd take on this. These two, I would probably try to trade off combined for a value item because I don't really like having wrap smalls. I prefer just having valued items instead of these smalls. The only wrap small I would keep is Legit because, Legit is a very good looking hat. And if you guys don't know, one of my main outfits for my character actually has the Legit fedora. So I would not complain if a Legit fedora was the only wrap item I had. But anyway, that's the plans I have for pretty much every single item in my inventory. And hopefully some of these actually happen in the coming week for next video. And in the next video, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go into Trade Hangout in case you guys were looking forward to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any ideas of stuff I should do with these items that I didn't mention here, or if you disagree with something I said, with my plans and you think I should do something else, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.